every day. Some
Dark
better,
Urge.
My cat
some
doesn't.
less. Ah, you're the Dark Urge. Yeah.
Yes, I'm the
They
Dark
stole-
Urge, yeah.
They stole my idea. God damn it. Anyways, and these are typically inhibited in normal fashion, but clearly you do not have these at the moment. The that push in your mind to do this act happens, and you shoot a very decent poison ray towards that tree. The beam itself hits it square in the center, and you can see the poisonous effect start to instantly go around in the center of the tree towards the roots, towards the top of the leaves, and you can see it instantly start to wither away. You can see the priest go like, no, 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 my tree! You can see the priest on the other side start to clap and laugh and cackle and cackle as the tree before you starts to die and wither into nothingness almost.
Ja, wat kun je anyway.
The priest is very distraught to even just turn around at all. The other priest on the other side sort of like does a beckoning motion towards you to come over to his side.
Lilia, follow me.
Okay.
As you pass the other one, it goes like, "No, my precious little tree. I
Is this a
planted this
walkable
when I was 3."
Is this a little path?
No, no. Well, you can jump over the fence if you want to. It's not that high.
Are you going to be a vandal?
I'm just gonna walk around then. Like
Hello,
How
properly.
about you roll
Sabine.
me a wisdom save? No, just kidding.
Hello,
No,
Skax.
just, anyways, okay.
Wee.
Well, while you do the turn around and go over there, indeed you do see the other people just finish talking with the priest. You, as Sabine, Skux, and Peter approach that side, you can already see the priest crying over a literally dying tree in front of him. He says the same thing. Oh, this was the name of my mama. Oh.
I wonder what happened.
I wonder.
Very suspicious.
At the same time as you enter, you saw the other two like walk very fast away. Obvious
Yeah.
guilt on their face, or Misa's face.
At least
She's-
on my face for
she-
sure, yeah.
She's just along there for the ride. So yeah, Skux, Peter, Sabine, what do you do?
Those goddamn troublemakers, I swear to God.
We just abandoned them.
No.
We need them? Are you certain?
There are healers.
You can always
I heal.
subclass into a heal rather than multi-class into it at a certain point.
I can cast healing word next. If I level up, I can get it. And that will probably not do, but yeah.
I would feel safer with 2 people that are able to support and heal us.
Yeah, but they cause problems.
Yes, and we can keep an eye on them some more and not let them together alone, unsupervised.
We should join them in the future for these things, Peter.
What do you mean we should join them?
As in being close to them to tell them to stop before they cause more problems.
Yes,
You mean having
supervise
them on a leash?
Yeah, what the dog said.
I thought that he was your hero.
I've been having doubts of recently.
That's rough, buddy.
I know. It's almost like your entire personality is a lie.
Well, what do you do? Do you move forward? Do you talk to someone? Do you do something?
I'm scared.
Do you wanna cause some more problems?
I think
I'm-
we should move on.
I always do, but I don't think that's the option we should go for.
We can always go to the Sunside priest and tell them that the Moonside was talking
Oh yeah, we can tell them that we solved the problem by destroying their tree.
shit.
It's ingenious, actually. Maybe ask for a reward so their trees now grow better.
I really think we shouldn't though.
Oh. Don't like
You
any
know-
of these priests anyway. They all seem stuck up.
They're all in fireball range anyways. However, that's not why we are here. We are here for the pebble.
Right. It must be further ahead.
Indeed.
So should we just
So,
press
what are you
on and
doing?
abandon them to their own problems?
They can take care of each other at
Uh,
some point.
Perfectly fine.
I mean, so far it's only a tree.
For now.
If it's only a tree, that'll be fine. The humans, we don't know them. Let's go.
Alright.
Alright.
I suppose so. Oh god, more priests.
Oh,
So-
for the love of God!
As you, oh, that's the wrong one. As you enter the following room, you see that there are multiple, although not visually on the map, there are multiple tables. One peculiar table catches all of your attention, as there are priests over there playing a game.
What
Can
are
we
they
see what kind of game?
playing?
They look like they're playing a card game.
Oh boy.
Should we make
Shucks.
them draw from the deck of many things?
If you want them to draw something from the deck of many
No,
things, then-
make them accidentally
Yeah, if you
draw.
want them draw something, then they can have a
Oh,
draw.
but
if you
Isaac will scuff it. He will. I
How
don't
will I
trust
scuff it?
I don't trust
I
it.
already know what cards have been used. When you roll the die, it'll just pick up that one which it rolls on.
You know, maybe when we are leaving, let's make a prank on them if they are still alive.
Can't trust.
Let's just ask them what they're playing.
Alright, maybe we
Come
can
on.
join.
Let's be friends. Who's winning?
Currently, they have just begun. They've just begun playing.
I go in and like, who's winning? What's playing? What are
Oh.
the bets?
Oh, hello there. Take a seat if you want to see what we're playing. And it's basically just 2 onlookers, and the other 4 are actually playing a card game. We are playing a game that somebody else, made around here, and it's kind of like perpetuated outwards. Lots of cards have been made, and it's a fun one. Kind of a difficult rule set, but if you want to learn and play, you're always welcome. It will probably take a while for you to learn it. And I mean this in a
Right.
literal sense.
So me as a rogue can't just recognize what kind of game.
You're gonna have to follow rules, as in actual rules. Like a
Yeah, but if
I-
it suddenly is the same thingy I have in my inventory.
in your inventory. Oh, they're not playing normal deck of cards or something like with queens and stuff like that. No, they're playing a fantasy card game.
Yeah, but
playing
I
Dragons.
don't know. I don't know if it is a card game. That 3 dragon ant thingy.
Oh no, it's not that one.
Oh,
They are playing D&D. Their version of D&D.
Oh,
the
a
Gathering.
D&D in a D&D. They are.
Magic the Gathering, I'm sure, because this is a licensed.
In any case, you see that there are 4 players, and all 4 of them have a single card put a bit more towards the middle of the table. The other 4 have like a giant pile of cards on the right of them, and you can see them all roll little dices to see who's going to go first.
Single card.
Yes, that is correct. The other priest in front of you. You see, those 4 cards over there, they are called the commanders. They're basically the cards that kind of like theme your deck around. They are.
Magic
They're-
Commander deck that we're playing.
They are. Are
Oh
you
my God.
interested?
Yes, I want to play
Well, it's a
Arthurian
shame you're not in
Commander.
this scene. You're doing something with trees. Get wrecked.
That's a shame, huh? Hannah.
Ah, damn.
Scux will leave and say, "Nerds."
uh, uh, like a half-eaten piece of lamb chop is being flinged to your head.
I,
When
I'll
you're the
catch
only
it with
one who
my
doesn't
mouth.
like this, then you're the nerd.
Ooh.
I will just take an L on my forehead.
Oh.
You're too small for us to see that.
Oh my God.
Sabine, what do you wanna do?
By the way, I just want to also mention that these are very young priests, like 15 to 16.
Hmm. Do I see coins or anything on the table? What
Oh
are
yeah,
the
there are coins on the table.
coins on?
Suddenly Skux comes back, now I'm interested.
Well, yeah,
Maybe I
exactly.
should take some
Suddenly.
sleights of hand here and take their coins, huh?
Um,
Should I win this for us?
Let the green dog try. Sleight of hand, maybe? Yeah. The green dog, maybe.
I will cheat the shit out of this game.
If you want to cheat, you can cheat. Know that the consequences are big. All right. So a little while goes off, and one of these, the game actually takes a long while. One person stops the other one, resets the board before it can get out of hand, and again and again and again. And at some point, one person goes like, "Aha! I have my infinite combo. You're all dead." And you can see the other ones, "No, that's my allowance for this week." And you can see that the other guy is like, like he takes all of the gold and stuff that was put in there, and he keeps them towards himself. And it's like, well, anybody else want to play?
Me.
You
Heard
poor
something,
girl.
I think.
This just made me want to open my remaining 20 Commander Baldur's Gate, which is exactly what I'm doing while I'm listening to you. Cause fuck you guys.
Yeah, I actually made a commander, actually IRL commander deck with one of them. I made one from Captain Nakathroth.
I want the Starion.
All right. Anyways, back towards the session. Who would like to play is the first question. If you're gonna play, otherwise, we just move on.
Yeah, I'll join. Fuck it.
Okay,
Steal
Sabine
cards,
joins.
guys. Steal cards.
You know what? Fine.
You know, if
Peter?
Sabine is gonna play here, I'm just gonna secretly just sleight of hand all these guys and give Sabine the good card.
It's like, oh no, I lost.
Oh,
Is what I'm saying,
I will
and
already
they
tell you
still
that it
lose.
doesn't work like
Aw.
that. Every player knows what the 100 cards are. If you suddenly don't see another card in it, or you play, so every deck is unique. For example, if Sabine would be playing a black-white deck, then and the other priests all have like only blue-green, it is impossible. It's impossible for Sabine to have like blue-green in her deck, and then they would immediately know that you're cheating. So that's
You would
it's a
never.
good idea, but yeah. Anyways, there are some of them make space, and one stays here, and you can place your characters like that. So you are 4 players, or are
Okay.
Skux gonna play with?
Nah, I'm just gonna observe.
All right, observe. Mm-hmm.
Observe
All right.
and probably sneak some gold away from them.
Yeah, just for thematics, right? We'll go with the thing. Sabine, you are given a mono white deck, is what it's called, and you see that a character as your commander, and it's called Lae'zel is the
Oh,
commander
God.
card.
You're going to give me Gale, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm having the time of my life here.
I'm getting Gale. Oh boy.
Um,
I
well,
wanna use explosion.
Peter is going to get. Well, first of all, let me just see. You can see Lacel, Vlaakith's champion, a legendary creature, Gith warrior, and it gives you it gives you the option to play with something called counters, and you can basically add more and more counters to your cards, and it basically you come out of get out of control, because with those counters you can make a big board, many creatures, and slam everybody in their faces before they have a chance to do anything, which is pretty cool card. Dior explained the intricacies of it. As for Peter, you get a mono blue deck called Gale Waterdeep Prodigy, a legendary creature human wizard that makes it that when you play instants and sorceries from your hand, you may cast up to one card of another type in your graveyard. And if you do that, you exile it instead. Because when a spell resolves, you put it into your graveyard. The other two play something a bit more complex. It doesn't really work for whatever in your favor. The other one plays a mono green and the other one a mono red. So it's one of each color almost, except for green, red, blue, except for words. Um, Black, except for black, yeah. First of all, I want a d20 from Peter and Sabine, please.
D20, huh?
Yeah.
A 5.
All right. Sabine rolled the highest because the other two rolled a 9 and a 14. So Sabine is going to start. Because you're starting first, I will assume in this situation that you're going to have an advantage. I'm not going to play an actual card game here because this is going to take hours otherwise. But what's going to happen is you're going to get points in the background, and as you advance at some point, the one with the highest points wins. Sometimes if you use cool words, and role play decently between yourself, Peter, and the priest, and whatever Skux is trying to do, it could get into your favor, go against you. It's all luck of the dice at this point. But try to work it to your favor. Alright, Sabine. The priest is explaining to you that you should always start by playing a land card at the start of your turn. And if you have anything that has enough mana for you to cast it, with your 1 mana, that you should do that.
Will do that.
Yes.
I search my hand for a land card that costs 1 mana, and I lay it on
Gives
the
you that gives you
floor.
1 mana.
Oh, it
All
gives
right.
me. And then I say, you activated my trap card.
He's
That's
playing
cool.
Geo.
He's the other two priests look at you and it's like, I think she messed up the card game. Yeah, I think so too. We should probably go easier on her. Poor girl. And yeah, can you roll me a d20 first, Sabine?
Yeah.
I see. All right, great. As for
Is
you,
it?
Peter, it is.
I don't think.
As for you, Peter, there you can just see the other priest next to you start to explain. Well, first you need to, well, draw your cards. Draw your card, and then just like we explained to her, play a land, and then play a spell that you can cast, maybe.
Okay, sure. I draw a card. See that it is actually a land, so I will put down the land and use the mana to use a spell that allows me to summon a 1/1 creature on the board. It costs
All,
1 mana.
all right, great. Roll me d20.
Now rolls the 1. Oh my god! It becomes a 2020 dragon.
All right. So, The priest towards the right of Peter does the same thing, but he's going to cast something called a soul ring, which will ramp him up in mana. But you, Peter, you roll a natural 20, and the creature that you have, the 1/1 creature, has haste, and it can tap for a blue. So you're going to counterspell that spell.
Hell
And
yeah.
the other priest is going to be like, I'm sorry? Then you see the other priest go like, well, you were trying to play a soul ring. You know, did
You
it to
never do
yourself.
that.
Whatever. He passes his turn. It's the other priest's turn, and he's going to play something called equivalent of Green Sarah Angel, whatever. Basically, because you start with higher HP in this format, this creature enters the battlefield with like +4/+4, and is going to hit Sabine because it also has haste for 5 damage because you rolled a natural 1. So you lose 5 HP. Oh no, that's horrible. In any case, I want 2 final d20s from you both. As the
Holy
game
sh-
progresses, Peter, with his keen mind and his ability to just completely fuck over everyone, even Sabine, he basically dominates the game by recasting the same spell over and over and over again until everybody else is dead. So you win. And Peter, you win a total pot of 400 gold because that was on the table.
Let's go.
All right. As for let's see. While this is all happening, Skux, I would like for you to roll me a insight check. All right. While everybody is playing intensely, the priest in front of you, a bit like the oldest one of the bunch of kids before, um, has a golden key dangling from his sides. Seems interesting.
Nah, we'll snatch the key, I guess.
Alright, sleight of hand, advantage, because they're distracted. Oh, actually, no advantage, because you're being surrounded by other priests and things, but that's definitely enough. You now have a golden key in your pocket. Curious. At that point, the game is over, and Peter, you can do whatever you want with the gold. Well, as the other priest said, I'd better go and take my post at the vault, he says, the one in front of Skux, and he stands up and goes further. The other priest goes away dejected that he lost all of his gold. And this one starts to move towards this side and bows towards the one priest, and they exchange positions. As this one is going to stand at the edge of the table, ignoring you people, and starts to eat his food.
It was a pleasure doing business with you guys.
Weird
They don't
game.
like you that much. They hated that you went in an infinite combo in a mono blue deck.
It is what it is. Luck of the draw.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's. While that happened, let's go towards Lilia and Charles. What do you do?
I don't know. I was dragged here.
I mean, I was back and over by the piece, and I kinda did not want to be near that crybaby on the other side.
Well, you approach the other priest who's still snickering a little bit. Well, I mean, he kind of had it coming, don't you think?
Oh, you're such a douche. And, well, look on the bright side. Now the other three will survive.
Ha, that's for sure. Although, I mean, yeah, he's an asshole and kind of could you have like targeted any other tree? If I'm not mistaken, he made that tree in memory of his mother.
Oh, well, I mean, I could have if I knew.
True,
But
I
I
will.
don't.
true.
I
In
would
any case,
like to lean over to challenge, like, you could destroy this one also, so you make it equal.
the other, wait, you whisper that?
Yeah, I whisper that. I just lean close and whispered it. Yeah.
All right, all right. Roll me a little stealth check.
Me, stealth check. I can whisper slowly. I'm a goat. What?
I mean, like, you're whispering towards each other in front of his face.
I can still whisper though.
You can still whisper, yeah. But we could see if maybe he doesn't care or doesn't
Yeah.
see. And he's probably more distracted by the other ones crying, so he doesn't really see that you're whispering towards each other.
Perfect.
Nah, violence with a purpose is not it's not my character.
With a purpose is not your character, so without purpose, it's fine.
I mean, what else did I do just now?
Oh my god.
All right, well.
Well, in any case, I've heard you had the same problem with the tree.
Well, I suppose the problem will go away now that there is a tree less. In any case, I suppose I should reward you for it. Let's see, what do I have here? And he opens a little pocket and he almost puts like his entire arm in it. This priest has a bag of holding in his possession.
Always had
And
a bag of holding.
you already have a bag of holding, Charlie. Everybody has it. I have infinite. Everybody has infinite inventory
Can I put
space.
my bag of holding into another bag of holding to cause a problem?
An infinite loop? Yeah, if you do that, you get sucked in with it in an infinite loop.
And you will be torn apart like those black holes.
You get sent to astral plane.
Yeah, and then from astral plane into astral plane, and then it becomes, an infinite cycle of planes that you can never get out of.
And then you're stuck in that one sex scene that no one will want to talk about forever.
Yeah. And he takes out a potion of greater healing. 2 of them, actually. He gives one to you, Charles, and one to Lilia.
I'll take
Cheers!
it.
Cheers. Anyway, is there anything else we can help with? Since Charles is obviously a bit more friendly towards the sun side, since they didn't treat him like complete arts.
More help, huh? Well, the initiates in the eating room have been a bit rowdy today. If you could maybe make them a bit more quiet and make them do their goddamn jobs by guarding the vault, it would be appreciated. I'm pretty sure that Nostora would be happy to help you with that. She is too kind-hearted to scold them.
There's a vault.
Huh?
There's a vault. Interesting.
There is a vault. Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. And Charles will leave the priest to his snickering self.
He will. You can still hear the other one wail.
Charles, the destroyer of trees.
And dreams and hopes.
Apparently, yes.
In any case, Lilia, what do you want to do right now? Are we gonna round up those kids or well?
I mean, I just wanted to investigate plants. You just murdered the plant in front of me. I am just yes.
To my defense, I saved other plants by doing it. And it was the quickest and easiest way without any bloodshed. Well, there was 3 shed, but no bloodshed.
Yes, I'm sure that was the quickest way without pain, indeed. Dream on. It's fine. I will just tag alone. I'm not really the intimidating type, so I don't think I can really do much.
Charles,
I'm sure you can show them your book, and I'm sure they will be scared. So.
Yeah, my book. I can do that.
Someone fucking gun.
Got it
Alright.
out from the book.
All right. As you are going to walk towards where you want to walk, Sabine, Skux, and Peter, what do you do after ripping off a few kids of their
I
money?
didn't win anything. I did not enjoy that game.
Well, 2 nat 1s can do that to you. Or nat 1 and a 4.
This was a vault door.
You don't know that. I
Well,
do.
they saw them exchange and kind of already stole a key. So yeah, that's a vault door.
It would
I'm
be
assuming
kinda strange if you just open it now. Just keep that in mind.
It's like
Yeah,
la la
but-
la la la.
That's why we have people that can talk people away, right?
My social
I'm-
skills are lacking.
I will not be helping you with this, but I can make you invisible.
It's a vault. It has
I'm
a
sure
lot
if
of
you ask,
money.
Charlie can blow someone to pieces. As
Blow
Hold
someone. Wait,
I heard
hold
something
up right
different
here.
there.
We are not doing stuff like that. This is not rated R or anything right here. Sorry. Keep it PG-13, please.
God damn it.
But why?
I don't want to blow something.
Anyways, back to the invisible thing or whatever you got planned.
I mean, Skax, I can make you invisible. I can make distractions, but I won't be doing that. You know why?
Why?
Because we're on good terms here.
Are we though?
For now.
Hey.
Yes. So, metaphorically, if something were to happen as we are running away, you know, like a stray fireball or something like that.
Fireball. Oh.
I get you. I get
No,
you.
I'm just saying, don't do dumb stuff, please. We are the champions of Monatria.
For
Soon,
now.
Mosu. So, let's be nice, please.
Steal it after.
We
basically.
worked hard for this.
Especially the cleric.
Shut
No,
the
no,
fuck
no.
up.
The cleric did nothing. He's just causing problems down there. I see him.
Let's just continue, see what's more is there to see. Shall we?
Alright, fine. Seems a fair assessment, honestly.
I'm glad you agree.
Oh my god, these fucking priests. Can we... Like, this is fireball range, right?
It is.
They have 27 HP. You can take them out in one go. They're probably worth some XP.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
I can hit everyone.
good.
All right.
Fire no.
So, as you enter this abode, you can already see Boreal just walking forward through these priests. Actually, these priests are doing forms. They all have a shield and a mace, and they are in a position. Then they strike. They keep the mace up. The mace glows a little bit as they slam it. They thrust it forward or slam with it forward in whatever form or way. And in front of them there is a pretty tall woman, sort of probably of half elfish nature. Um, she has her arms crossed with a very uh, serious face, watching towards the other priests as they do their practice forms. And Boreal just casually starts to walk forward and stands right over here. You can hear him with a very non-interested voice go like, "Hello, mother."
Mommy!
Uh,
Oh, suddenly we
Yeah.
are invested.
yeah. That's what she
Mommy!
looks like.
God, mom.
What? What's up?
Excuse me.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Oh,
Is she married? Is the husband dead? Please.
I don't
She
know.
seems to be a MILF.
Soon will be.
Yeah.
Oh God. Boreal gets like a ripple in his back and looks around and sees you guys and squints his eyes and does a very definite
give-
no face.
I'll give him a wink.
I mean, hey, sharing is caring. Share your
You
mother
s-
with us.
You see her looking downwards towards Boreal. Ah, disappointment.
Oh,
She's
He,
a stern type
you
of
can,
woman.
although he is looking with with his back towards you, you can feel his eyes rolling. It's like, yes, mother, we have established that a few years ago, maybe since the day I was born. I don't know. In any case, what is it you want from me? She looks at a very impassive face again. Is like, for you to be useful, but it seems that's even too hard for you. I've heard that you've actually had to help a few people fight for the moon side to win. Hmm. I would have preferred if you were doing that on your own, but yeah. I can see why. That said, I need to help prepare our Mo for her ascension. You are to continue the mantras and the forms with these priests. You can see him go like ridiculously like, what? This is not what I am here. I'm supposed to go and help Monatri, and you're supposed to listen to me. Now, be a good boy and keep a watch on these things. Also, then she looks towards the you three people. Keep the guests out of this room. Monatri might have invited them, but I feel no such need. They are not to enter here. Period. And she then goes through the door, and Boreal just like sighs a little bit and turns around, looks towards the priests. Some of them stop doing their forms. Is like, well, go on with it. Do your forms, or else
Mommy
the
will
stage
be.
is yours.
Suddenly, I feel like we fought for the wrong side.
To forms? What forms?
The sun side was always the right side.
Shut the fuck up, it was not. Fanatics, that's what they are.
All of them are fanatics.
Yeah, exactly.
These are less fanatic.
Ah, shut the fuck
What?
up. They are as fanatics. They're fucking crazy, all of them.
Implicitly, you're also becoming fanatics yourselves. What are you doing?
Me?
We're going ahead, aren't we? Oh.
You are barred from going inside.
Oh, well,
Boreal is
whoops,
protecting the door.
Alright.
Watch me just misty step through it.
Ah, you can't see the other side.
Dimensional door.
um, Boreal stands around. Look, I'm really happy that you helped everybody and whatnot, but if I'm going to disobey my mother, I can kiss any hope of being with Nostora goodbye. So no, I'm not going to let you through if that's what you think.
You're gonna
If you
be a
want to stay
mama's boy
here,
the rest of your life.
huh?
You're gonna be a mama's boy the rest of your life.
He looks towards you. Look, you might have been deadly on that battlefield, but in here, you're just a small child to me.
So
You're the
why
one
exactly?
kissing your mama's feet.
Well, you can have her if you want her.
Yeah. Woo.
You know
Party.
what? How about you take her away from here forever?
Oh, sub
Sure,
Murder.
no bringer.
The dog
Regret your
gets a
words.
wife.
She's probably more useful than you.
She has made that clear many times over.
So, Boreal, how come she has so much authority?
Hmm? Oh,
How-
well, our family has helped the Mosus from generation to generation. The same for Nostora's family. We. It's just that every head of the family, which in this case would be my mother right now, uh, has authority not just over the priesthood, but also over the guards. I might be captain, but she basically, says everything that has to happen regardless.
So she's like a knight commander.
She would be a knight commander. Yeah.
Oh, now that you mention Nostora, I will excuse myself. And I will go and try to find Nostora because I still have his message that I forgot to deliver.
Yeah, great. Well, he watches you suddenly excuse yourself out of nowhere. It's like, okay. As you pass one of those priests, hey, he points towards the priest with his like scythe. It's like, do your forms right. If my mother starts to complain you're not doing them right, I'll cut off your eyebrows. And yes,
That's one way.
and he suddenly starts to put his form right. He's kind of like afraid. Um, all right. Do you guys stay? You talk? What do? You just go away?
I try to look for Nostora.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look for a little while. All right, that's gonna take a while. Charles, Lilia. Conversely, just like with the other side, you enter this but this side of also sort of like an eating hall again, a meeting hall. And this one is quite rowdy. It's a complete contrast of what you would have expected from the Sunside, where everything is orderly and strict. Many of the young initiates just scream, shout, play, push, pull, throw food, and you can actually see Nostora as well being here, but she's with a quiet voice. But please, put the food down. This is very unbecoming of priests and followers of Hiatea. Order is needed. And you can see little Phaeline also just nod a little bit and stomp her foot down. Everybody needs to listen, but there is no sound coming out of her.
I
Hmm.
don't. I don't see anyone though. I see like it's empty in this room. Is it supposed to be like this, or am I just not seeing stuff?
You're
Just
not
us.
seeing stuff. I see a whole bunch of priests.
Ah,
Pretty
Well-
weird.
Oh.
I presume there are, but I don't see them.
It's weird. I'm looking at your point of view and they're visible.
Oh! I didn't. Oh, okay. I didn't zoom out. Sorry.
Hello there, Eyes. How are you doing?
I didn't zoom out. It's not my fault. I have a small
A small.
view,
Ah.
but I view.
Eh,
Well, I mean, I'm not the intimidating one over here, but I can definitely transform in a goddamn tiger and scare them.
Well, it is
Hmm.
up to you. You see a very dissolved Nostora trying to keep everything in order, and you see everybody being rowdy with each other.
Give me a second.
I guess I will go closer to Nostora, and it's like,
The fuck are you measuring?
oh my god, is he about to just blow up everyone?
Well, not quite.
That doesn't make it sound any better.
Don't get these guys. Okay, God. For sake of not ruining the whole campaign you just set out.
Oh my lord.
If it
Am I
starts
a-
like that.
Holy shit.
Am I allowed
Kinda.
to cast silence?
If you want to cast silence, then fine. Nothing stops you. I fail to see the intent of what you're trying to do with it. I mean,
Silence
yeah,
them.
that's all good and
Silencing.
well, but that doesn't
Forever.
solve the problem.
No, no,
Silence
I
is
know.
only a field spell. It only when they're in a zone. Otherwise, when they move out, it's all normal.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, while Charles is thinking, what do you do, Lilia?
Yeah, what does Lilia do?
So I'm going to go to Nostara and I'm going to be, hello there.
Oh, hello there, Lilia. Sorry, it's quite unruly here, and it's different from what I want to represent on this thing. Uh, some of them are very disappointed about our loss, and I've kind of lost a lot of authority as a result of it.
Oh, well, I mean, I could try and help you if you wanted. We can,
If you could quiet them down, it would be a huge help. They really cannot be calmed down just like that.
I mean, I could just, you could just maybe threaten them. And I
Oh
could, like,
dear, threaten them? No, no, that would be horrible. I would never want to be well,
the other side, I bet, right?
that.
That's what I would say.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, she is
Yeah.
from the moon side, but she's just one bad egg among the others.
I see. Well, I mean, I could become a giant spider, or maybe a tiger, or maybe
I would not.
a
I
crocodile.
would refrain from doing something so aggressive. I would I would not want you to be overwhelmed by young teenagers full of hormones, ready to kill and kick everything that they can see.
So,
Yeah,
so casting silence is off the charts too.
I mean, you'll silence them, but you will not educate them.
Nah, yeah, that's fair. And also Devin did it, so it's kind of
Yeah.
useless. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just going to elbow Charles. Well, technically, actually, I was about to say you could make like an inspiring, like how do you say, like talk to them. But then I realized you actually didn't fought. I'm the only one between the two of us that fought, and I'm not really the type to give inspiring conversations to young men.
well, if you could calm them down, if you talk to them, I would be. It would really help. They're really emotional, unstable, and I just can't get them to listen.
Okay, I mean, sure. This is going to be horrible because Lilia doesn't know, and she's probably like their age in terms of
Okay.
like.
Well, roll me a d20 with disadvantage. Well, two of them, I mean, and see if you get stage fright while you go there.
Uh, what do I? Oh, just normal d20.
Wait, stage fright. What would you attribute stage fright to? A wisdom
Performance?
save?
A charisma save, I guess.
Charisma save or either performance, one of the two, because it's kind of performance, but it's also charisma based.
Hmm. But fright itself is always a wisdom save. Hmm.
Both.
So do I roll 2d20 or do I roll wisdom save?
Let's go for wisdom save at disadvantage.
So the only thing I'm decently good at.
Well, you find some resolve. You see that Nostora really needs help in keeping them all calm, and you see an opportunity to, considering you're an outsider but also completely unique. You stand at the center, and the eyes all go towards you. You do hear like, oh shit, it's a goat.
It's a goat.
It's a goat. I will like. Logically speaking, Lilia doesn't really know how to handle it. Like her first instinct will be to just shapeshift and like roar at them because that's just like her instinct. Because that's how you scared someone and put them in their place. She's not like the diplomatic type with a -1 in charisma. So she's going to like clear her throat and then like how young are they compared to me? Are they all like boys and girls? Is there like how do they look like?
There is the occasional. It's pretty evenly out. A little bit more predominantly males, but they're, I would say, it'd be like 60-40.
I
So
see. I see.
it's not that split.
Okay. So
As for
I'll
your age, how young is your character? They're teenagers, like 16, 17.
I'm a young satire. I'm old for human years, but in satire years I'm relatively young. I think I'm like 30 in satire years, but that's like they live as long as elves, so
700
very
years. Oh shit. Okay.
so it's very young. Like it's a baby, it's a teenager also.
Yeah,
So be the
gotcha.
same age.
Sure.
Unintentionally, I made myself as old as a starrier. Wow. So I will just clear my throat and like smack my hands on the table and be like,
Slam your hand on the table. Okay, everybody
yes,
has your attention
it's like,
now.
children, you should train to be able to fight in the arena like I did. You should try to listen to Nostora and help her in the next battle that will happen eventually. most non-convincing conversation. I was just kind of like look at Charles like, please
Mm.
help me.
You roleplayed that cool and well, but the points you made were not very good. So I'm going to ask you a persuasion check at disadvantage because there is not going to be a next arena fight because, well, the moon side is going to completely take over.
Persuasion?
And yeah, you're trying to persuade them into listening, right?
To to help. Can I help with
You can
talking?
help. Well,
Can I
help. In
can
what
I
way?
cast guidance on myself?
Uh,
If you wanted to cast guidance before you met them, then sure.
okay. So in any case, I go stand next to her. Plus, to add on top of that, the moon side had to hire adventurers to fight for them. They couldn't even employ their own people because they're too weak. So trust me, next time you guys will get them.
Actually, true. And I will like
Sure.
nod vigorously and point at myself.
Roll your extra d4 and disadvantage is negated.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. 1d4. Shit!
Okay, 18. Alright.
What the fuck is wrong with me in this game? My natural ones. It's like you get the natural one, and you get the natural one, and you get the natural one.
Alright. I would say you've convinced about 90% of them. Um, uh, most of them are sort of like more encouraged, like, yeah, we're gonna get them next time. Wait, there is not gonna be next time, but that comment is being drowned out because everybody starting to believe you or your comment. Yeah, we'll get them. Yeah, let's start training. Yeah, let's go and do our forms. And then they are
Yes.
like, but that dash through Nostora and they go all the way over there through the door over here up and going to train. A few of them don't um, follow with because they just don't believe you at all. They're just going to stay here. As they all run away, uh, you have a passive perception of 23, right, Lilia?
Yeah,
Oh.
I do.
Yeah. You hear a little tingling fall on the ground as Store also sees them walking that way. She looks around at your feet.
I look at it. What is it?
There is a decently sized golden key at your feet.
I will very
One of
steady.
those runners accidentally let it drop.
I will very stately.
Satyrly, yeah.
I will very sagely put my hoof on top of it and like drag it slowly and hide it under my hoof.
Please do me a stealth. Oh no, a sleight of hand and see what happens.
Oh.
But I mean, technically, I'm just covering it with my hoof.
And then you slide it over the marble floor.
Okay, no, I'm not sliding. I'm just covering it with my
Too
hoof.
late. I want you to roll. I want to see what happens. This is too good to pass up from a DM side. Believe me, you will love the high.
Guidance.
You still have guidance, yeah.
I
All
still
right,
have
roll me a
guidance.
d4.
Why are you making
Add
things
another
difficult
one,
for everyone?
please.
Another
DC is
one.
10.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Okay, you're fine. There is a slight screeching sound that almost goes, and then you remember, oh shit, it's marble floor. So you ease up on the pressure of your hoof, and yeah, the key is now like neatly under your hoof.
Smile very, very awkwardly.
There's
Just like-
sweat
Did-
falling from your palm.
Yeah,
At
Did
that point,
Charles hear that?
Charles, you saw it.
I saw
yeah,
it happen.
I'm like,
Okay.
Yeah. At that point, the few others starting to like eat again and mumble that they don't believe you, those who stayed. And Nostora turns around and she runs over you. She's like, "Oh, thank you. That was so nice of you. That's my father's going to be very happy that they are going to train either way. It's going to be difficult to adapt to everything, but it's always better if people are a bit more, I would say, enthusiastic about it."
Yeah, exactly. And Besides the point, I was not telling lies. Like, next time you guys will get him. Discipline always triumphs over
I
disorder.
don't know if there is going to be a next time. Once
How
Nostora assumes the Mosu, we'll have to wait until, well, she either dies or passes on her rule on to the next. But even then, somebody needs to, well, uh, challenge it, and then we'll have to wait if there is or won't come another arena battle, if any followers will, well, be
But-
left.
But then think logical, like they will all be very lax while you guys have been training, and well, the soldiers usually win in these types of situations then.
I
Throw
suppose
her
if you
down the
want to look
stairs.
at it like that one. As you say it around the stairs, she makes a face. It's like, are satyrs always like this?
This one is special. In a good way.
I see.
I nod.
Well, I'll I'll leave you to it. Thank you very much. Um, she looks towards one of the priests that's left on the table. Ah, you, over here, please. You see them kind of like sluggishly go towards. Yes, Miss Nostora. Oh, my dear friend, could you please take, and then she takes a little piece of paper and writes on it, this out of the vault and give it to my dear friends over here. They have been very helpful. Helpful? Aren't these the ones that kind of fucked us over?
Not me!
It must have been another satire.
Listen, you can be as bitter as you wanted to be, but it'll only make, your own mood any worse than it should be. You should learn to look ahead rather than what happened before. That's one of Viatea's way. We don't look back, we only look forward. And then the priest sort of like nods. Very well. And he takes out same kind of like golden key that he has in his pocket and goes towards the vault door. And you see the other priests like nod a little bit and go towards the side. And he takes one key from this one and one key from that one and opens the 3 locks on the door. And he goes inside. As Nostora goes away, he'll be right back with with your reward. I'll see you soon. Hopefully to
Thank-
see you at the ceremony.
I'll just
Thank
wave
you.
very awkwardly because I'm still fucking having that key under my hoof.
Charles will try to tie his footlaces while obstructing the view from those other people that are watching us.
I'll take the key while this is happening.
All right. What do Sabina Skux do?
I. We need to get into that vault. Mm.
Oh, good lord.
Gaxa, what are we doing?
I left them alone.
We could just kill everybody. Leave no
Oh.
witnesses.
Hmm.
Hide them under the table.
I think they would know. What do you want to do?
Nah, I think we'll wait till they're gone.
Will they ever be good?
You will wait. Gotcha.
All right.
Peter, you make quite a U-turn in this
Indeed.
entire thing. Is there anything you do along the way?
Nope, I am just looking for Nostora.
Well, you pass through a very joyful priest weeping on a dying tree. You go through the halls where you see 2 opposing priesthoods continuously praying in front of statues. You see a snickering priest, watering his trees while looking at the other one who is, watering his dead tree with his tears. And you, at that point, approach the food hall, where you see Charles and Lilia standing next to a table. Lilia very stiff and nervous from the get-go. You can see that.
Well, I was tying my shoelaces, and Lydia was picking up it, so
You
it
don't
should
have
be
shoelaces.
He was tying his
bootlaces then. You know
Boot
those
laces.
things.
Yeah,
Those.
those. Yeah.
Sorry,
And I
I
was
just called
picking
him
up my
shoelace
key.
out of habit.
I only give them a nod and I continue looking for Nostara.
Right? They see you looking around.
And like, well, I wave at Peter, I guess, from down.
All right.
He ignored me. Rip.
Did you ignore her? Mean.
Yeah, he just walked straight again.
I mean, I waved, and as I'm going, I'm gonna cast message. So only she can hear it. Have you seen Nostora?
You suddenly hear a voice in your head.
You can reply to this message.
I point my finger there, where you are walking.
I give her a thumbs up.
Lilia is becoming increasingly more mentally scarred by this party.
Charles just looks at Lilia like, huh?
Someone talked to me in my head. I think it was Peter.
All right. So, Peter, you approach, just like with the previous room, you see a row of priests in a line, and in three lines, and in front of them you see a burly man with a almost graying out beard, adorned in golden armor, almost a bit like how Damien was in a sense, but a bit more regal rather than battle oriented. Um, this is how his face looks. And he, as he sees, just as you has entered, Nostora is already a few steps in front of you, and you can see him